Have you ever wondered who would win in a battle between the strongest Persona users in the entire franchise? Well, today we are doing a 32-person Persona user battle royal tournament to the death to see who wins using Novel AI. It is a story-generating AI. It should be a ton of fun. I got the idea from Doug. Thank you so much for this amazing format. Check out his video in the description below. We are keeping out some of the Velvet attendants. They're way too powerful. Some of the bosses are not going to be there. No support characters either. Sorry, Fuka fans. Warning, there will be spoilers in this today. Persona 3, 4, and 5 will all be spoiled pretty hard. So if you haven't played those, I suggest actually playing those first and coming back. We are hanging out with the Velvet attendants today. Here's the bracket. Got some good matchups in the first round all around. Really excited for this today, you guys. I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you like, make sure you comment who you think's gonna win. Thank you guys. Let's get into it. For round number 1, we got Sumire Yoshizawa versus Kotone Shiomi. Sumire Yoshizawa is a refined yet resilient gymnast from Shujin Academy, originally introduced under a false identity, but later embracing her true self with fierce conviction. In combat, Sumire wields a lightweight fencing saber with graceful precision, mixing agility and elegance with deadly flair. Sumire is a force, elegance, and efficiency, capable of dancing through danger and strikes with pinpoint accuracy. Kotone Shiomi, the female protagonist of Persona 3 Portable, is calm, collected, and quietly determined, hiding her burdens behind a polite smile. As a natural leader of Seas, she's equipped with a one-handed sword and exceptional evoker control, capable of summoning a wide range of personas due to her wildcard ability. Kotone balances tactical versatility and raw potential, standing as a symbol of quiet strength and infinite adaptability. Both begin a fight to the death in the Persona Death Battle Tournament. Sumire and Kotone charge at each other, swing their swords. They block each other's attack and jump back. Kotone summons Messiah. Messiah casts Megadolon on Sumire, dealing heavy damage. Sumire summons Sendrillon. Sendrillon casts Meteoron on herself. Kotone shoots herself. Sumire takes out her grappling hook and swings over to Kotone and stabs her in the back with her saber. Kotone gets hit. She tries to shoot herself, but she doesn't have enough time. Sumire stabs her again, and then a third time. Kotone falls down. Sumire looks at her body. She is sad. She hears a voice in her head. You did the right thing. Now go home. Sumire turns around and starts walking away. She looks back at the body. She keeps walking. She makes it back home. The next day, she goes to school and acts normal. So Sumire with the quick dub over Kotone. I really wanted Kotone to win the whole thing, to be honest. So it's a little bit of a shame, but round 1 goes to Sumire. And goodbye, Kotone. Next up, we have Naoto from Persona 4 versus Nanjo from Persona 1. Naoto is a prodigious teenage detective with sharp intellect and calm, analytical demeanor, often mistaken for being older due to her mature behavior. Despite her young age, she carries herself with the composure and seasoned investigator. In battle, Naoto uses a sleek revolver and a high-tech gadget to support her calculated strikes. Naoto is surgical and strategic, aiming to end fights quickly and cleanly before her enemies realize what hit them. Nanjo is a disciplined heir to the Nanjo conglomerate, raised with strict values, honor, intellect, and responsibility. He brings a no-nonsense aristocrat presence to the battlefield, combining nobility with raw pragmatic force. Armed with a semi-automatic pistol and dressed in refined formal wear, Kei's demeanor bellies his combat readiness. Kei fights with poise and control, favoring precision and power in equal measure, upholding the legacy of the Persona 1 veterans with stoic confidence. Both begin to fight, battle of death. What a fool rushing at me, Nanjo says. I shall grant you a swift and honorable death, detective. Aim on! He summons his persona and blasts a huge pillar of fire at Naoto. Sakune Kona, she calls out her persona, who absorbs the attack without moving an inch. Impossible, my persona's the strongest. Not when you're up against mine, Naoto says. We'll see about that. They start shooting, but both their bulletproof vests prevent any injuries. Why won't you fall? Nanjo yells. I could ask you the same. Naoto shoots, aiming right between his eyes, and his head snaps back as blood splatters on the ground. Ah! Not bad. I expected no less from a Detective Prince. However, I won't be going down so easily. And just as he pulls a knife out and runs towards her, he gets shot in the head. Naoto tries to block him, but he's too quick. He stabs her in the side, causing her to cry out in pain. Don't worry, this won't hurt much. Naoto manages to kick him off her. He'll pay for that. She shoots at him repeatedly, but he dodges every shot. Naoto lunges forward and slashes Naoto's throat. She falls to the ground, choking on her own blood. You put up a good fight, but I win this round. You won, period. It's over. That's a win for Nanjo. Wow. Naoto shoots again, aiming right between the eyes, and his head snaps back as blood splashes on the ground. And then he just tanked it? What are the rules here? He said I won't be going down that easily. I'm gonna rerun it because they both killed each other. I just wanted the confirmation of a death. So let's see what happens. He leaves the dying Naoto on the ground and walks away. This is not over. Naoto whispers as she bleeds out. Winner Nanjo. I won again, Nanjo explains. Don't get ahead of yourself. Nanjo turns around to see you standing there. You have some nerve showing up. I guess you, Narukami, just showed up. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Yeah, I guess it's a dub for Nanjo. Sorry, Naoto fans. Nanjo might be the better detective today. That's a win for Persona 1. Next up in the docket, we have Makoto Nijima from Persona 5 versus Eikichi Mishima from Persona 2. Makoto Nijima is the former student council president of Shujin Academy, known for her strict sense of justice, leadership, underlying rebellious streak. Logical and disciplined, Makoto fights with explosive precision, wielding brass knuckles for close combat and a custom revolver for ranged attacks. Combining speed, power, and attack buffs, Makoto's fighting style is measured and commanding. She strikes when it counts, breaking through defenses while rallying herself with unwavering resolve. Eikichi Mishima, the flamboyant punk rock vocalist and self-proclaimed death boss, brings raw energy and unpredictability to the fight. Loud, passionate, and unapologetically eccentric, Akechi wields a machine gun concealed within a guitar case, and his sheer audacity is weapons in both words and combat. His fighting style blends chaos and rhythm, an unorthodox but effective mix of intimidation and strength. Both begin a fight to the death in the Persona Death Battle Tournament. Makoto rushes at Akechi and punches him with brass knuckles, but he dodges and headbutts her, sending her back. She fires a revolver at him, but Akechi deflects the bullets with his guitar case. He pulls his guitar case over his head and rushes at Makoto, striking her in the head with the corner of the case. Makoto is knocked back again and falls on her butt. Akechi then fires his machine gun at her. Makoto is shot by the bullet, but they do nothing and she stands up. She rushes at him and then jumps, performing a flying kick. Akechi tries to block her kick, but is knocked back, dropping the guitar case and his gun. He looks at his gun and sees that the magazine is empty. Damn, Akechi's screwed. Makoto gets out her revolver and aims it at Akechi. Before she can fire her gun, however, he quickly rolls out of the way. He runs towards his guitar case and reaches into it. He takes a new magazine and loads his gun, and then turns around and aims it. Just for clarity, I'm letting the AI do whatever it wants. If they want to use their personas, they can go ahead and do it. If they want to use guns, they can go ahead and do it. If they want to use their weapons, if they want to box, they can do whatever they want. It's up to the AI. He runs towards his guitar case and reaches into it. He takes a new magazine out, loads his gun, and then turns around and aims a machine gun at Makoto. Let's see, Makoto, what's happening? She quickly shoots his arm, forcing him to drop the gun. Damn it, yells Akechi and throws his guitar case away. He looks at his gun and his machine gun, wondering which one he should pick up. He picks up his gun and tries to shoot Makoto again, but Makoto rolls out of the way. He turns his head and sees Makoto behind him, aiming her revolver at him. Say your prayers, not a chance. Makoto shoots him and he's blown backwards. He lands on his back. She walks towards him and aims her revolver at his face. Give up, she says. Not yet. He suddenly sits up. Why didn't she just shoot him? Makoto's too nice for this tournament, I think. He suddenly sits up and slams his head against Makoto's, knocking her back. Akechi stands up and tries to hit her with the handle of his machine gun. Makoto dodges. Jesus, guys, these guys are going. Not giving it that easily. He swings his gun wildly, but Makoto ducks and avoids the swing. Give up. No. He kicks her leg, causing her to fall over. Akechi rolls over, beating Makoto. Gah! He punches her in the stomach. Ah! This is for making me waste my bullets. He kicks her side. This is for making me lose my gun. He elbows her neck. Ah! And this is for thinking you can beat me. He knees her face. Gah! He gets up and then kicks her head. Gah! And I'm not done yet. He picks her up and slams her against the ground. Oh, Jesus. And I'm not going to stop until you... Okay, he puts her in a headlock and begins choking her. Jesus Christ, Akechi is fucking brutal. I don't know how you're still conscious after all this, but I'm not going to let you go. She gasps for breath, trying to pry his hands off her neck. He tightens his grip. I'm not going to let you win. Her eyes roll back. No. He squeezes harder. Yes. No. She begins to choke. Yes. Yes. He laughs maniacally. I win. Makoto is able to move. Akechi looks down at her. That's right. You're finished. You can't beat me. You're weak, just like everyone else. Now I'm going to kill you. And then I'm going to kill every single one of your friends. Do you hear me? I'm going to kill every single one of your friends and you're going to die. Your friends and your sister and everyone. Jesus, it's gonna be Jesus. It's just Jesus, Akechi. Like your friend Anne, the only thing that matters is her career. Even though okay, I'm pretty sure Akechi won. That was crazy. Unfortunately, Makoto is gone. I'm kind of glad because she wasn't really fighting with her persona at all. There was nothing really interesting going on with her. Wow. W for Akechi Mishima, RIP Makoto. That was a trip. Next up on the docket, Mitsuru Kirijo from Persona 3 versus Yukiko Amagi from Persona 4. Mitsuru Kirijo is the commanding and composed Harris of the Kirijo group. Known for her icy demeanor and sharp intellect, as a founding member of SEAS, she fights with grace and authority, wielding a rapier for swift, piercing melee attacks. And Mitsuru combines precision and elegance, delivering calculated strikes and freezing her enemies in place with chilling efficiency. Her aristocratic presence conceals a fierce protector, willing to destroy anything threatening those under her watch. Yukiko is the reserved yet kind-hearted heir to the historic Amagi Inn, whose quiet strength hides a burning passion. On the battlefield, Yukiko utilizes a decorative fan as both weapon and conduit for her spells, striking from a distance, poise, and concentration. Yukiko's style is supportive yet deadly. She can withstand prolonged battles by sustaining herself and allies while burning her foes with unrelenting flame, representing the perfect balance of serenity and searing power. Yukiko throws her fan and hits Mitsuru. Ouch, Mitsuru says. Mitsuru pulls out a gun and shoots Yukiko. Yukiko dodges. Why do they all have guns? Yukiko dodges. You miss. Yukiko uses Amaterasu to cast Maragadine on Mitsuru. Mitsuru screams. Mitsuru uses Artemisia to cast Ice Wall. Oh my god, fire versus ice. The wall freezes Yukiko. Mitsuru then uses her guns to shoot the ice off Yukiko. Ow! Yukiko uses Sakuya to cast Heat Wave. Mitsuru dodges the flames. Too slow, Mitsuru says. Mitsuru and Yukiko attack at the same time, slashing each other and getting their clothes cut up. Okay, we are evenly matched, Mitsuru states. Yukiko is about to pass out from her wounds. Looks like you have won this round. However, the next time will be different, Yukiko says. Yukiko falls unconscious. I'm sorry, but I will have to kill you now. Mitsuru then takes her sword and cuts off Yukiko's head, killing her. Holy cow, what a fucking end. Mitsuru has won the round of the Persona Character Death Battle Tournament. This is how you do it. This is how it's done. Next time the battle executed, for real. Next time the battle between Ken and Akihiko. Ken is not allowed in this tournament. Yeah, execution. You got a real execution for once. That's actually crazy. Mitsuru with the W versus Yukiko. R.I.P. Yukiko Amagi. Next up on the docket, Yukari Takaba versus Lisa Silverman. Yukari is a sharp-witted and emotionally driven member of SEAS who specializes in a long range of combat and healing. Armed with a pink bow, she excels at keeping her enemies at bay while supporting her teammates from the back line. Persona Io, later evolved into Isis, grants her access to powerful wind-based attacks like Gyaradyne and supportive skills like Diran and Amaretta. Yukari, I don't know if it's going to matter if Mitsuru is just going to slice you in the head, though. Yukari's fighting style mixes tactical distance with resilience as she launches precise arrows and breezy assaults while recovering from damage and shrugging off ailments with grace and determination. Lisa Silverman, energetic and rebellious high schooler from Persona 2 Innocent Sin, known for her punkish demeanor and surprising fluency in Japanese despite her Western heritage, she fights in close quarters with martial arts-inspired strikes, combining raw physicality with might. Lisa's battle style is flashy and chaotic, relying on quick combinations and versatile persona skills to confuse and overpower her foes in unpredictable ways. Yukari fires an arrow and Lisa throws a punch. Both clash, and a flurry of blows ensue. They keep punching and kicking, but neither seems to get a clear advantage. Yukari uses her bow to block and counter Lisa's strikes. Meanwhile, Lisa dodges Yukari's arrows and strikes. Finally, after a long, intense battle, Yukari manages to hit Lisa with an arrow. However, Lisa recovers quickly and hits Yukari with a powerful kick, knocking her to the ground. Yukari is stunned but manages to get up. She then fires an arrow at Lisa, but it misses. Lisa charges at Yukari and attacks her with a flurry of punches and kicks, knocking her down again. This time, Yukari doesn't get up. Lisa is declared the winner. Lisa Silverman walks away triumphantly, and that's how it's done, she says, laughing. In a shocking twist, the victor turns out to be Lisa Silverman. Did she kill her, though? I guess Lisa Silverman just beat to death Yukari Takaba. Like, that is kind of what I'm getting here. It was a close battle, but in the end, Lisa came out on top, but it's only the beginning. I mean, does it count as a death, though? They just boxed. It's so stupid. But yeah, Lisa... They're going to have to give that one to Lisa. Nice quick W for Lisa Silverman. These Persona 1 and 2 characters are actually pulling their weight. I did not think they would do as well as they're doing so far. R.I.P. Yukari Takaba. Next up on the docket, Shinji versus Kanji. Shinji Aragaki is a stoic, brooding member of SEAS who channels raw power and unshakable resolve into every move he makes. Wielding a massive two-handed axe, he favors brute strength over speed, often overwhelming his enemies in a few crushing blows. Shinjiro's fighting style is methodical and ruthless, with a no-nonsense attitude that leaves no room for hesitation. He hits hard, endures pain, and keeps pressing forward like a juggernaut. Kanji, the delinquent with a heart of gold. Known for his explosive temper and deep sense of loyalty, he fights using metal folding chairs, pipes, and sheer brawling strength. Favoring close combat and wild, aggressive tactics, Kanji's approach to battle is reckless but effective, charging headfirst into danger, tanking hits, and retaliating with thunderous power that can tear through even the toughest opponents. Shinjiro swings his axe but misses and gets hit by a chair to the stomach. He gets knocked to the ground and drops his weapon. He tries to get up, but his foe is too fast. Kanji smacks his face with the chair and kicks him to the side. Shinji spits up blood and falls over. I can't lose. Not to you. Ah! The delinquent raises his weapon for the final blow, but as the chair comes down, a large blade impales Kanji, its caster. Shinji uses his persona attack to kill Kanji. He groans and collapses from exhaustion. Sorry, kid. Kanji falls dead with a look of shock and confusion. Shinji stands back up, bruised and beaten. His injuries are too much for him and he starts bleeding out. Damn, I don't have much time left. I gotta get out of here. So Shinji dies again. Battled and bruised Shinji off to the hospital for round 2. Whew. Next up, we actually have the protagonists fighting off. We have Makoto Yuki versus Narukami, protagonists from Persona 3 and 4. Let's see who wins. Makoto Yuki, silent composed leader of Seas, is a master of versatility and adaptability. Armed with the evoker and a one-handed sword, he can call upon a vast array of personas from the wildcard ability, tailoring his strategy to any opponent. Though his signature persona is Orpheus, he often is seen utilizing high-level beings like Thanatos, known for his death-inflicting attacks and immense power in close combat. He fights with precision and switching tactics on the fly, and tapping into the perfect persona combinations to counter and destroy his foes with deadly efficiency. Narukami, the protagonist of Persona 4, is a calm and dependable fighter who, like Makoto, wields the wild card, giving him access to a vast persona use. He carries a sleek katana into battle and often leads with his favored persona, Izanagi, capable of multi-elemental devastation and almighty skills like Myriad of Truths. Yu's fighting style is elegant yet ruthless. He analyzes his opponent and adjusts his loadout and strikes with a perfect blend of elemental mastery and swordsmanship. All right, time to fight. Makoto, agreed. I can already tell you're tough, but I'll try my best. I'll go all out, so do your best. The two clash with their weapons. Yeah. I think I've seen this battle before. The two trade blows, each parrying and striking against each other. Yu's style is flashy and graceful, while Makoto's more grounded and methodical. Makoto tries to use his gun, but Yu blocks it and hits his wrist, forcing him to drop it. Makoto quickly draws his sword and continues the battle. Yu uses his quick sword movement to force Makoto to move around and block. The two are locked in a stalemate, neither able to get a clean hit on each other. Makoto, this guy's good. He's tough, but I can't get up yet. Both continue their fierce fight. Yu starts to get the upper hand, managing to break Makoto's guard. Yu manages to land a few hits on Makoto, but Makoto retaliates with a flurry of slashes. Yu blocks some, but a few manage to land. Yu manages to keep his distance and heal, while Makoto is forced to stay on the offensive. Makoto, not bad. You're strong, but I can't afford to lose. Same here. I have people to protect. Both clash their weapons again. Yu is more on the defensive now, as Makoto is trying. They're all going to be dead at the end of this. Yu is more on the defensive now, as Makoto is trying to wear him down with powerful swings. Makoto's speed and strength are both impressive, but Yu managed to stay ahead of him, using his sword skills to dodge and deflect his blows. However, Yu is still getting worn down, and Makoto isn't letting up. This is nothing. Makoto continues his flurry, pushing Yu back. Yu starts to fall into a rhythm, blocking and dodging his blows. Gotta stay calm. Yu continues blocking the attacks until he sees an opening. He takes advantage of the opening and delivers a clean slash across Makoto's chest. Gotcha! Makoto, the wound is deep and blood starts pouring out. Makoto collapses and Yu is the victor. Makoto, you're good. Thanks. You're a good fighter yourself. The two shake hands and part ways. Wait a minute. Makoto, that guy was good. If I ever meet him again, I'll have to remember that move. Yu says, well, I don't plan on dying anytime soon, so we probably won't see each other again. And with that, wait, okay, I'm gonna have to, Makoto, you're good. Let's see what happens. Let's just reset that part. Thanks, but it's over. Yu walks away, leaving Makoto to die. The end. Winner, Yu Narukami. Yu is better equipped for a one-on-one fight, having a full range of weapons. That's not even true. Makoto actually has a full range of weapons in Persona 3, but it's fine. Yu with the W over Makoto Yuki. Why am I not surprised? R.I.P. emo boy. Yu Narukami with the dub. Next up, Morgana versus Teddie. Two shadows turned helping hands. Let's see. Morgana, the mysterious shape-shifting member of Phantom Thieves, appears as a small bipedal cat-like creature, but don't let his appearance fool you. In battle, he wields a curved saber and slingshot, blending nimble melee strikes with precise range support. Agile and fast-talking, Morgana excels at exploiting weaknesses and avoiding hits, darting in and out of danger with a rogue's finesse while patching himself up mid-fight. Teddie, the quirky and lovable mascot from P4, is a bear suit housing a mysterious shadow-turned ally. When it's time to throw down, Teddie rips open his zipper to unleash a blizzard of elemental chaos, okay? He wields claws in his suit form and backs it up with his persona Kentucky Douji. While Teddie may seem like a comic relief, his resilience icy presence deceptively make him a dangerous wildcard on the battlefield. Zoro, show your might, Morgana says, summoning her persona. Mazio, he launches lightning bolt. His persona, my bad. Mazio, he launches lightning bolts at Teddie. Oh, I'm gonna show you my might, Teddie says. Goji, Bufu! Teddie Persona launches a giant block of ice, which smashes into Morgana. He falls onto his back. That hurt, Ted, Morgana says, getting up. You're a lot stronger than I remember. Thanks, Teddie says. Teddie summons another ice attack, this time sending a wave of ice and snow at Morgana. It knocks him down, and large chunks of ice form around his torso. Oh god. I can't get up, Morgana says. Zoro, Makoto! He calls out, summoning his persona once again. This time the persona sends a shower of holy light onto Teddie, knocking him back a few feet. Morgana uses the opportunity to break free from the ice that encased him. But as soon as he gets free, Teddie charges at him and swings his claws, striking him across the chest and knocking him down. Morgana, you've got to get up, Teddie says. I'm trying, Ted. Morgana, you've got to get up, Teddie says. I'm trying, Ted, Morgana says. Just give me a minute. He gets back on his feet and readies himself for another round. Morgana, I'm sorry for this, Teddie says. Me too, Ted. Why is Morgana calling Teddie Ted? I feel like that would actually be what happens. Only one of us can leave. They both ready their weapons and charge at each other. Morgana's saber and Teddie's claws clashing, creating sparks that fly all over the arena. The two continue to fight until Teddie finally lands a decisive blow, slicing Morgana's head clean off. Oh my god, the winner of this match is Teddie, the announcer says. Teddie falls to the ground exhausted. Well done, Teddie, the announcer says. Sorry, Morgana. It was a chaotic battle, but that is a clean W for Teddie. All right, match number 9. We have An Takamaki from Persona 5 versus Jun Caruso from Persona 2. An is a confident, empathetic student and part-time model from Persona 5. The strong sense of justice and rebellious streak as a phantom thief operating under the codename Panther. She wears a sleek red catsuit and fights using a long black whip and dual submachine gun. In combat, An excels at dishing out elemental damage while inflicting confusion and charm, turning enemies against each other. Her stylish, aggressive fighting style is a blend of close-range whip attacks and precise elemental strikes, delivering with passionate resolve. Jun Caruso is a reserved, fashion-forward high schooler from Persona 2. Known for his mysterious aura and deep emotional complexity, Jun fights as a Persona user in the mass circle, later allying with the protagonist and becoming a crucial spiritual force within the group. He wields chakrams as his primary weapon, delivering swift, precise, long-range attacks. Jun also draws strength from his deep emotional bond with the protagonist, often invoking cosmic imagery and fate-driven motifs in battle. His fighting style combines graceful, time-themed magic and supportive versatility with divine precision. Jun's persona is Hermes, later evolving into Kronos. An uses a whip and her guns to shoot at Jun. Jun blocks the bullets with his chakram. An uses her whip to knock Jun down. Jun gets back up. He uses chakrams to cut the barrel off the gun. An uses Agilo, sets Jun on fire. Jun summons Kronos to heal himself. An shoots him again. Jun uses chakram to catch the bullets and throw them back. An ducks and they fly over her head. Jun runs at An and slashes her arm. An whips him. Jun grabs her arm and pushes her. An kicks Jun and he falls over. An uses Agilo and burns him again. Jun is knocked down. An steps on Jun's head, crushing it. Jun is dead. An has won. Rise Kujikawa is a cheerful, outgoing celebrity with... That's actually kind of insane, but I'll take it. We had plenty of Persona 1 and 2 characters already make it to the second round, so An, surprising victory, a huge win over Jun. That is a crazy W for An Takamaki. R.I.P. Jun. Wow. Oh my god. I can't believe that just happened. Next up on the docket, we got Ryuji versus Yosuke. Ryuji is a hot-headed and fiercely loyal student for Persona 5, known for his brash attitude and undying support for his friends. As a Phantom Thief's skull, he sports a black biker outfit and a skull-shaped mask, embodying his rebellious nature. Ryuji wields a blunt weapon, typically a metal pipe or a mace, for up-close brawling, and a shotgun for ranged attacks. He's a powerhouse on the battlefield, using aggressive melee attacks alongside high-damage electric magic to paralyze foes or knock them down for follow-ups. His fighting style is raw, loud, and relentless, always charging in head first. Yosuke Hanamura is a cheerful and somewhat clumsy teen from Persona 4, who often uses humor to hide his insecurities. As a member of the investigation team, he fights under the influence of his persona Jiraiya, later evolving into Susanoo, who's amazing, by the way. Yosuke uses twin kunai blades in battle, blending quick slashes with ninja-like agility, increasing his team's speed while disrupting the enemy buffs. In combat, Yosuke is like a whirlwind, fast, evasive, and always looking for an opening to strike or assist. They start off clashing their weapons, before pushing each other away and circling each other. Yosuke then starts throwing his kunai at Ryuji, with him quickly dodging. Ryuji then uses his shotgun, firing at Yosuke. However, he dodges each shot before Ryuji runs out of bullets. Damn! Ryuji exclaims, dropping his shotgun. Haha, I knew you were no match for me, Yosuke says confidently before rushing at Ryuji. As he runs, Yosuke summons a small tornado, lifting him up and making him more agile. Wow, that's an interesting way to use his tornado. Ryuji quickly picks up a shotgun and aims, and can't get a clear shot. Yosuke gets close enough to Ryuji and then kicks him in the chest. Ryuji gets knocked back, drops the shotgun again. Yosuke then starts slashing Ryuji with his kunai, while the latter dodges and blocks the attacks. What the hell? Is this all you got? What the hell, is this all you got? Yosuke yells. Not even close, Ryuji replies. Ryuji quickly grabs his metal pipe and swings at Yosuke, hitting him in the stomach. Yosuke flies backwards and lands on the ground. As he gets up, he sees Ryuji aiming his shotgun at him, and he fires. Yosuke barely dodges the shot, but then Ryuji throws his metal pipe at him. Yosuke ducks under it, but doesn't notice that Ryuji has picked up his shotgun and shoots again. Arg! I can't believe this punk, Yosuke shouts. Ryuji then starts shooting again, and Yosuke just dodges and jumps around. Eventually, the clip is empty, and Yosuke quickly throws his kunai at him. The kunai flies through the air and hits Ryuji's hand, causing him to drop his shotgun. You bastard! Ryuji screams, grabbing his metal pipe again. Oh no, you don't, Yosuke shouts. Ryuji raises his pipe to swing, but Yosuke rushes over and tackles him, causing the pipe to go flying. The two roll across the floor before separating. That's it. I'm done with this crap, Ryuji shouts. Ryuji and Yosuke start circling each other again. Ryuji summons Captain Kid and charges a massive electric attack. You're going down, Ryuji screams. I don't think so, Yosuke replies. Yosuke summons Susanoo and unleashes his giant electric attack. The two personas then fire off electrical attacks, both of them clashing and canceling each other out. The shockwaves knock Ryuji and Yosuke back. I can't believe it. We're both still standing, Yosuke says. Well, we're not going to stay standing for so long. Ryuji gets up first and starts running towards Yosuke. Here I come, he shouts. Bring it on, Yosuke shouts. Yosuke gets up as well, and the two continue to clash. The sound of metal against metal rings out, and the two keep swinging and blocking. After several more minutes of fighting, they are both worn out and barely able to stand. This has been one hell of a fight, Yosuke says, panting. No kidding, but I think it's time to finish this, Ryuji says. All right, let's do this, Yosuke says. Captain Kid, final attack. Susanoo, final attack. Jupiter Storm, Mazio, oh my god. Their personas appear and unleash their attacks, creating a huge explosion. Both are thrown back and collapse to the ground. The dust settles, and it's clear that both fighters are down for the count. This is it, Yosuke says. Yep, Ryuji says. The announcer finally appears on screen. We have a winner. Who won? And it's Yosuke! The crowd goes wild. I can't believe I won. Yosuke was surprised. Yeah, you're right, Ryuji says, equally shocked. Wait, Ryuji's good? Yosuke gets up and starts to leave, but stops when he hears Ryuji. Hey, wait up. What is it? Yosuke says, look, we both put up a good fight, and we should be proud of ourselves, but let's make a promise, all right? Sure. Next time we fight, I'm going to beat you. Okay, we got to cancel the ending part. Okay, I have to tell it that it's a fight to the death. Ryuji is dead. Because, that was too insane. Yosuke's declared the winner. Yosuke's reward for winning, a brand new kunai and some healing potions. Well, I can't believe I actually won. Well, you deserve it. You're a strong fighter and a good friend. Thanks, partner. Anyways, so you just showed up. Yosuke won that one. Very interesting. All right, that is a win for Yosuke. Dead Ryuji. Next up on the docket, we have Chie versus Haru. Chie is an energetic and martial arts obsessed student from P4. With a fiery spirit and deep sense of justice, she fights using her fists and her feet in battle, delivering powerful kicks that reflect her love for kung fu movies. Chie's fighting style is fast, brutal, and physical, overwhelming opponents with high-speed melee strikes and adrenaline-fueled momentum. Her tenacity in battle is backed by her sheer willpower and explosive strength. Haru, refined yet quirky Harris in Persona 5, known for a gentle demeanor masking a fierce combat spirit. Under the codename Noir, she dons elegant black and pink military attire and wields a massive battle axe for close-range combat, complemented by a grenade launcher for area control. Haru's battle style balances high damage bursts with psychic attacks, combining elegance with overwhelming force. Her calm, calculating nature contrasts with her destructive potential, making her an unpredictable opponent. Kung fu movies? Oh boy, here comes the pain. You know what I hate about you? Everything. Yeah, well, I'm a girl and I kick, so what does that make you? The person that's gonna stop you. I am the way. Okay, they're just yelling at you. Chie throws a punch and Haru blocks. Chie keeps trying to punch Haru, but Haru just blocks him. The truth. This is the only truth. Chie whispers, Persona. Chie summons her persona and begins throwing a flurry of punches at Haru. Haru, despite still being on guard, is getting pummeled. Okay, I've had enough of this. Haru pulls out her grenade launcher and fires 3 shots at Chie. Chie gets blasted away and lands on the ground, bleeding a lot. Haru, Chie, you're not done, are you? Haru aims her grenade launcher at Chie. Chie jumps into the air and performs a flying kick. Haru fires a grenade at Chie, hitting her while in midair and launches her again. Ouch! Dude, Chie's getting wrecked. Chie lands face down on the ground, barely moving. Haru slowly walks up to Chie and looks down at her. Pathetic. You should have just surrendered. Haru kicks Chie in the head. That'll shut you up. Haru, I gotta do this whole fucking tournament, don't I? Haru aims their launcher at Chie one more time and fires. Really close range there, blasting Chie's head to pieces. Oh my god. Chie is dead. Haru, I'm not done. Haru aims her grenade launcher again and blows off her own head. What? Haru blows her own head off. The winner is Haru. The end. So we got our first double down there, but wow, a big win for Haru over Chie in a very dramatic fashion. Next up, round 12, we have Yusuke versus Junpei. Yusuke Kitagawa is a disciplined and eccentric artist from P5, known for his poetic mannerisms and devotion to his aesthetic beauty. As a Phantom Thief Fox, he dons a stylized kitsune mask and traditional attire inspired by kabuki theater. Yusuke wields a katana with masterful precision, delivering elegant and deliberate strikes. His combat style is that of swordsman artist, measured focus, and devastating when unleashed, blending frozen elemental control with razor-sharp technique. Junpei Iori, easygoing, baseball-loving slacker from Persona 3, who gradually matures into a fiercely dependable ally. On the battlefield, he uses two-handed sword claymore, leveraging brute strength and wide, sweeping attacks. His combat style revolves around fire magic like Agalo and Maragon, combined with physical moves such as slash and power charge to deliver heavy blows. Though his stats are somewhat unbalanced, Junpei fights with passion and surprising resolve, often stepping up when the pressure is highest. His rough, street-smart combat approach makes him a scrappy, high-damage threat with an unpredictable edge. Both begin their fight to the death. Fox, I don't wish to fight you. Then just forfeit, dude. That's not an option for me. Well, it's not an option for me either. Their swords clash, and Junpei manages to knock the katana out of his hands. You've bested me. Damn, that was that easy? Sorry, but it's nothing personal. Junpei slices him across the chest. The victor, Junpei Iori. What the fuck? Dude, that was easy and fast. That was fast and quick. Yeah, no fight at all from Yusuke. He didn't want to fight, and Junpei just sliced him and it was over. Easiest win so far from Junpei. I really, with the description up top, I really expected Yusuke to put up some sort of fight. We have the first battle between antagonists. We have Goro Akechi versus Adachi. Akechi in Persona 5 Royal is a complex, dual-natured prodigy detective whose charming public persona masks deep resentment and inner chaos. As Crow, he wears a pristine white and gold uniform, fighting with laser, rapier, and ray gun, but his true self emerges as a blood-soaked black mask, revealing a far more vicious and calculating combat. Akechi uniquely possesses two personas, Robin Hood, representing justice and control, and Loki, symbolizing deception and chaos. His exclusive skill, Rebellion Blade, deals bonus damage against foes with increased crit rate, reflecting his vengeful tendencies. Akechi is a tactical, sharp, aggressive, and capable of rapidly switching between elegant precision and sheer brutality. Toru Adachi from Persona 4 is a disgraced police detective hiding his nihilistic worldview beneath a mask of aloof laziness. Beneath the surface of a man who finds amusement in societal collapse and human weakness, as a Persona user, Adachi manifests Magutsu Izanagi, a corrupted counterpart to the protagonist's persona, symbolizing distortion and chaos. In combat, Adachi is ruthless and volatile, using confusion and raw power to dominate, fitting for someone who views the world as inherently meaningless. I've got you now, Crow shouts. He summons Robin Hood, blasting Adachi with the Kogan. You won't escape me again, Adachi laughs. You still think I'm gonna give you a fair shot? He summons Magutsu Izanagi and strikes back with Madoon, but it fails. Crow fires his pistol. Adachi uses his powers to catch the bullet in midair and redirect them into Crow's shoulder. He cries out in pain. How did you? Oh, didn't you know? Adachi chuckles. I can stop time. Apparently, he can stop time. Crow is shocked. He tries to shoot again, but Adachi stops the bullet. This time, he sends it back and shoots Crow through the legs. That's kind of bullshit. Crow collapses. It's really funny. You thought you could beat me, and yet here you are, Adachi taunts. Shut up, Crow snarls, pulling himself up with his sword. I'm not losing to you. He swings at Adachi, who just laughs and dodges. Come on, Goro. We both know you can do better than that, Adachi smirks. Crow lunges again, but Adachi's too fast. He grabs his sword and pulls it away, leaving Crow unarmed. Let go, Crow yells, struggling to get his weapon back. Make me, Adachi mocks. Crow reaches for his pistol, but Adachi grabs his arm and twists it behind his back. He kicks the pistol away. You're done, kid, Adachi says, holding Crow in place. Get off, Crow growls. Like that they're just calling him Crow. I said make me, Adachi says, if you can. Akechi struggles against him, but there's no match for Adachi's strength. Adachi just holds him there, waiting for him to tire himself out. After a while, Akechi stops struggling. He's panting, exhausted. You done, Adachi asks. Just finish it already, Akechi hisses. Finish what? We're not done yet, Adachi laughs. I'm just getting started. He tosses Akechi to the ground and looms over him, smirking. Now, are you going to be a good boy and do what I say, or am I going to have to make you? Well, make him what? Make him what? Akechi glares up at him, eyes full of hatred. Fine, Adachi shrugs. Have it your way. He summons his persona and slams Akechi with an Agadine, burning him. Ah! Akechi screams. Yeah, that's more like it, Adachi grins. Stop it! Akechi pleads. No. Adachi shakes his head. I told you, I'm not done. He hits Akechi again, knocking him unconscious. Adachi looks down at the unconscious crow and chuckles. No, that's more like it. He kneels down next to Akechi and puts his hand on his cheek. So beautiful. Adachi then picks up unconscious crow and carries him away with Adachi. The fight is over. What's the matter, Goro? Not so tough when I'm not a shadow, huh? Shut up, Akechi grunts. I'm going to kill you. Ah, you're pathetic, Adachi sneers. You couldn't even beat me when I was a shadow. What makes you think you can beat me now? Because you have no chance to redeem yourself. I won't let you get away with what you did. He summons the persona and strikes again. But Akechi is ready this time. He summons his persona and blasts Adachi with an Agon. Adachi's knocked back, but he quickly recovers and charges at Akechi. And the winner is Adachi, the announcer announces. Adachi laughs. That was too easy. I didn't even break a sweat. The crowd cheers. Well done, Adachi. You are the champion of the battle. No, he's not. Yes, yes, yes. Adachi yells, punching there. Okay. Painful and excruciating defeat from Akechi. Adachi defeats Akechi. Really no fight at all from Akechi. Like, just getting absolutely wrecked by Adachi that whole fight. All right, we only have 3 battles left in the first round. Round 14. Tatsuya versus Joker. Tatsuya is a serious and determined young man from Persona 2. Known for his strong sense of justice and quiet resolve, as a Persona user and leader of Mass Circle, Tatsuya wields a pair of knives favoring swift and precise melee attacks. His fighting style is balanced and tactical, disciplined, close combat with well-timed elemental bursts to overwhelm opponents with both speed and power. Joker is the enigmatic and charismatic leader of the Phantom Thieves. Known for his calm composure and sharp intellect in high-stakes situations, he fights wielding a sleek dagger and handgun, excelling at both close-quarter combat and range attacks. His combat style is fluid and adaptive, and capable of exploiting enemy weaknesses quickly and maintaining composure under pressure. Tatsuya uses Agi and fires it at Joker, who quickly dodges. Joker throws a smoke bomb and rushes it with the dagger, and slashes him a couple of times before getting kicked back. Joker quickly recovers and fires some bullets at Tatsuya. The bullets hit, but are deflected by Tatsuya's persona. Tatsuya rushes in and attacks Joker multiple times, but is blocked by Joker's dagger. Ooh. As the battle goes on, the two exchange attacks and use their elemental spells on each other. After a long and exhausting fight, Joker delivers a devastating attack on Tatsuya, leaving him open for a follow-up. With the final strike, Tatsuya falls to the ground dead, and the battle is won. With this victory, Joker moves on to the next round. So just a straight up easy clap for Joker. He just found, after a long and grueling battle, leaving him open for a follow-up. Final strike, Tatsuya to the ground dead. Jesus. Okay. Easy dub for Joker. Sorry, Persona 2 fans, but Joker with the easiest clap of the game so far, outside of Yusuke's complete waffling. RIP Tatsuya. All right, next up, Akihiko versus Maya Amano. Akihiko, a disciplined and determined boxer from P3, known for his strong will and fierce dedication to training and protecting his friends. On the battlefield, Akihiko fights with his fists, delivering powerful, rapid punches and close-range melee strikes. Akihiko excels at raw physical power combined with shock-based elemental damage, making him a relentless offensive force who can both deal and withstand heavy punishment. His fighting style is aggressive and straightforward, relying on speed and precision to overwhelm his opponents. Maya Amano from Persona 2, strong and intelligent magazine editor with a strong sense of justice and curiosity. Maya's combat style is balanced and tactical, relying on precise spellcasting and strategic buffs to control the flow of battle while keeping herself and allies sustained. Akihiko runs straight at Maya with a jab thrown to knock her down, but Maya sees this coming and dodges it. Maya then casts Bufala and tries to freeze Akihiko's feet to the ground, but Akihiko moves fast enough that the attack only slows him down. Akihiko rushes at Maya once more and punches her in the chest, sending her flying into a wall and knocking her unconscious. Winner Akihiko. Wait. Akihiko rushes at Maya once more and punches her in the chest, sending her flying into a wall and knocking her out. That's not a kill. We can at least keep the punches in the chest. But that is not a kill. Maya, feeling a little dazed from the punch, casts Harukaja, causing Akihiko's punching strength to increase. Interesting. Maya feels a little dazed from the punch, casts Harukaja, causing Akihiko to become stronger. Akihiko goes all out on Maya and rapidly punches her a couple of times, dealing a lot of damage. Maya, who's feeling quite weak from the barrage of punches, casts Arama, which restores some of her health. Akihiko runs toward her again, but gets caught off guard as he falls into a trap hole, a shadowy pit of nothingness. Maya then casts a full-scale Blizzaga, freezing the entirety of the arena except the area where she is standing. With The frozen ground begins to crack as Akihiko emerges covered in ice. He then uses the electricity he gathered during his time underground to release a massive Zyodyne strike. The attack connects, causing Maya to get electrocuted and fall to the ground unconscious. Akihiko takes a step towards Maya and raises his fist, ready to finish the job. Just as Akihiko is about to deliver the final blow, Maya regains consciousness and casts a full-scale Bufadyne, freezing Akihiko from the inside out. Maya then gets up and delivers a finishing blow to Akihiko, shattering him to pieces. With Akihiko dead, Maya walks away victorious. Winner, Maya. It says both of them, but Maya won. That was very close. What a very close battle. Good job, Maya Mono. And now with the final match in the first round. Match 16. We've had 16 matches now. Thank you if you've stuck this far. Please like if you've stuck this far. I really do appreciate that. Labrys versus Aegis. Battle of the robots. Hopefully they don't just tank and kill everyone. I'm sure Haru could handle Aegis or Labrys with their grenade launcher, right? So let's see. Labrys is a powerful and determined android from Persona 4 Arena. Designed as a weapon but yearning for her own identity and freedom, she fights with heavy close-range weaponry, primarily wielding a massive electric axe and chainsaws integrated into her arms. Combining brute mechanical strength with precise combat techniques, Labrys' fighting style is aggressive and relentless, mixing her power with robot precision, often overwhelming foes with powerful axe swings and lightning attacks that stun and break defenses. Aegis is a combat android from Persona 3. Programmed to fight shadows and protect humans, she uses firearms as a primary weapon, often dual-wielding pistols with pinpoint accuracy. Her abilities blend physical attacks with electric and ice elemental damage. Her fighting style is a calculated balance of ranged gunfire, elemental magic, and defensive tactics, reflecting her role as both protector and relentless warrior with the mechanical precision and strong will to protect her comrades. Both begin fighting to the death. Labrys goes first with a powerful swing from her axe. Aegis dodges. Why are we fighting, Labrys? I don't want to, but I have to. It's what my programming is telling me. I need to win this contest, and you're standing in my way. Aegis fires her pistols. Labrys blocks the bullets with her arm. That's a shame. I know it doesn't matter how I feel. This is my only option. Aegis runs away and begins firing her pistols. Labrys runs after her, getting hit by a few shots. You're not making any sense. I forgot her accent. It's the only way I can survive, Aegis yells, reloading her pistols. Labrys swings her axe again, and it hits Aegis square in the chest. Aegis falls to the ground. Labrys stands over her. I'm sorry. I'm Italian. I can't even do the accent. I'm sorry, she says. Aegis looks up at her. Me too. Labrys raises her axe. No, I can't let you live. You can't kill me. Why not? Because you're not a killer. That doesn't mean I can't do it. Then why don't you? Labrys pauses. Aegis takes this opportunity to get back up and blast Labrys with a pistol. Labrys tries to block some of the shots, but the damage is done. Labrys falls to the ground, bleeding from multiple wounds. Bleeding? I'm sorry, Aegis. So am I. Labrys dies. Aegis walks away. Wow. Votes determine who won Aegis with 12 votes. Okay, that was crazy. I really thought Labrys had it, and then Aegis just like simped and then got back up and just fucked her up. Aegis with the dub. And that closes out the first round of matches. Congratulations to all our winners. Just a quick roundup. We have Sumire Yoshizawa, Nanjo, Eikichi, Mitsuru, Lisa Silverman, Shinji, Yu Narukami, Teddie, I can't believe On beat you. That's crazy. We have Yosuke Hanamura, we have Haru Kumura, Junpei, Adachi, Joker, Maya, and Aegis. Wow, what a first round. All right, round two, Sumire Yoshizawa versus Nanjo. Nanjo aims his pistol and fires several shots. Sumire blocks and dodges all the shots. You are a worthy opponent, Sumire said. Of course I am, Nanjo says. But now I'm gonna get serious. She rushes towards him. Nanjo fires a few more shots, but she keeps rushing forward. She then slices him. Gah! Nanjo screams. He then tries to fire more shots, but she uses her agility and dodges them. Crap, she's getting closer. She killed Kotone, so she's probably gonna go all the way. She's getting closer, Nanjo said. He keeps shooting and misses. Then Sumire slices his arms. Ah! Nanjo screams. Then Sumire stabs him in the chest. Nanjo falls down dead. I win, Sumire said. This isn't over. Sumire turns around. It's Joker and his team. No way, Sumire said. Yes, wait, it's time for the rematch. Take her on to... What the fuck does that even mean? Sumire with the dub. Easy. Sumire clearing, by the way. Honestly, probably the favorite. Number one seed for sure. Easy dub by Sumire there. Wow. We got some funny battles coming up. I just realized. Yu Narukami versus Teddie is gonna go crazy. Ooh, we have two big battles. We got some big battles going on later. Next battle, Eikichi versus Mitsuru. Who will win? Let's find out. Battle was intense. As the two battled, Mitsuru was on the defense, using her evoker and rapier to keep Eikichi at distance. Eikichi kept attacking, but Mitsuru had the upper hand, as her sword was faster and more accurate, and her evoker allowed her to cast ice magic, while Eikichi had to keep getting up close to attack. As the battle continued, Eikichi became frustrated and decided to take a risk. He charged at Mitsuru, and just as she was about to strike him with her sword, he jumped over her. She tried to stab him, but he grabbed her hand and pulled her in, headbutting her in the face. Ah, you son of a bitch! This is not the first time I've been called that. Eikichi then punched Mitsuru in the gut, knocking the wind out of her. Oh, you're going down now. Persona 3 reference. Bring it on, princess. They both charged at each other, trading blows. Eikichi's fighting style wasn't orthodox, and Mitsuru struggled to keep up. But Eikichi wasn't the only one taking risks. Persona! Artemisia emerged from Mitsuru and began casting Bufadine. Eikichi tries to dodge, but was caught in the attack. Ah, you bitch! Now let's see you dance. Eikichi was frozen in place, but was able to break free with the blast from his persona. He charged at Mitsuru, knocking her away. Now it's my turn, he summoned Radamanthus and began casting Agadine. Persona! Penthesilea appeared and began casting Bufadine. Let's end this, princess. I couldn't agree more. The two personas fired their attacks and they collided in the middle of the room. There was a huge explosion and both Mitsuru and Eikichi were knocked to the ground. Oh, I can't believe we both survived that. I'll get you next time, princess. Eikichi struggled to his feet and walked out of the room. Mitsuru sighed and followed him. The fight was a draw, but then the next round would be no draws. Why did he walk out of the room? The two battled on, each determined to win. In the end, it was a draw. It was not a draw. I know I'm going to throw up. I know what you mean. They both lay on the ground, panting and exhausted. Well, that was something. Indeed, you're not half bad, Mishima. You're not so bad yourself, Karijo. I hope you don't mind, but I'd like to get some sleep. One finishes off the other. Battle continues on as the two continue to throw punches at each other, but then Mitsuru gets a hold of her rapier. Persona! Her sword glows in the icy aura. Radamanthus! The two personas began battling as the fight resumed. Eikichi uses his knife to block the attacks, but Mitsuru's sword is faster. She slashes him across the chest, then kicks him in the face. He stumbles back and she presses his attack, slashing him again and again. Oh, that's all you got, princess? You should know better than to underestimate me, Akechi. The two continue to exchange blows until Akechi's knife breaks. He's now defenseless and Mitsuru has the upper hand. Looks like it's time to end this. She raises her sword, ready to strike, but Akechi isn't done yet. Hey, I thought we were friends. Friends don't fight to the death. Yeah, but you started it. Fair enough. Mitsuru lowered his sword, so what do we do now? How about a truce? Oh, come on, guys. We need time to end this. Let's keep it at that. She raises her sword, ready to strike. Bring it on, princess. The Mitsuru strikes Eikichi, knocking him out. Well, that was easy. Battle was over. Eikichi lay on the floor bleeding. Mitsuru walked over him and knelt down. I'll let you live. I'll just say this is the end for you. Just get it over with, princess. Mitsuru raises her sword, ready to strike the killing blow. Any last words, Eikichi? Just one. He looked up at her and grinned. You're a damn good fighter, Karijo. You're not too bad yourself, Eikichi. And with that, she stabbed him through the heart, killing him. This was an entertaining battle, but it's time to move on. Mitsuru left the arena, leaving behind a corpse. Who will win the death battle tournament? Only time will tell. The following is a transcript of a fictional Persona character death battle tournament. All characters are owned by respective owners. Oh my god. That's so funny. Mitsuru and Sumire. That's going to be a crazy battle. That is going to be something to look forward to. Holy. Mitsuru with the dubs. Next battle. Match number 3. In round 2. Lisa Silverman versus Shinji Aragaki. Lisa throws a flurry of kicks and punches and Shinji blocks and dodges her attacks and pushes her away with his axe. Shinji charges up his axe for a heavy strike, but Lisa summons Venus and uses Makua, a dark elemental attack, which causes Shinji to stagger and drop his axe. Lisa takes the chance and rushes in to land some more blows on him, but Shinji quickly recovers and grabs her arms. He holds her still as he knees her in the gut and then lets go of her. She staggers back and recovers quickly enough to block his next attack. The two go blow for blow, with Shinji managing to land more blows than her because of his size advantage and experience fighting people bigger than him. He then kicks her down, and while she's on the ground, he summons his persona and uses Madoon. Dark magic spell envelopes Lisa in darkness, but Venus blocks it with Tecticon. The darkness dissipates and Lisa jumps up and does a kick on Shinji, pushing him back. Lisa summons Venus once more and uses Bufadine, causing ice shards to rain down on Shinji. He summons his persona and counters the spell, creating stalemate, where they both stand across from each other and use their respective personas to cast the same spell. Lisa realizes she's not going to win if they keep doing this, so she decides to take a chance and rushes towards Shinji. She lands a punch on him, but he grabs her arm again and tosses her down. However, he is too slow and is knocked down by Lisa's Venus, who kicks him and punches him before knocking him away. Shinji falls to the ground as his axe slides towards him. He reaches for it, but Lisa jumps to the air and summons her persona. She uses Bufala and knocks the axe out of his reach. He gets up and tries to land a punch on her, but she blocks and counters. He's unable to get up and Lisa walks over him. She grabs his head and slams it into the ground. She then summons her persona and uses Mafrela, a dark elemental spell that engulfs Shinji in flames and knocks him unconscious. Shinji awakens and stands up, ready to face Lisa again. He summons his persona caster and charges at her. Lisa summons her own persona and does the same. Both personas charge towards each other and clash. Shinji uses his axe to cut through Lisa's persona, but it is stopped by the sheer force of the two clashing together. Lisa's persona begins to glow, and then uses a powerful attack called Megadolon, a dark elemental spell that is strong, enough to knock Shinji's persona back and destroy it. Shinji is pushed back and unable to defend himself. Lisa uses this chance to land a final blow and knock him out. Both stand in front of each other. Shinji looks up and sees Lisa holding a katana, ready to strike. Shinji raises his hand. Wait, I have a proposal. Lisa lowers the katana. What? A draw. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of fighting. We both lost, and we both want to win. There's no point in killing each other over it. What? I said no. If I want to win, I'm gonna kill you. You're seriously gonna kill me over this? I just want to live, and you're gonna kill me because of that? That's the point of this whole thing. You should know that by now. You want to live, I want to win. There's no compromise here. You either live or you die. Well then, I guess I'm gonna die then. Lisa raises her katana ready to strike. She brings down the sword and Shinji blocks it with his axe. He tries to push her back, but she pushes back harder. She uses all her strength and pushes the axe away from her and then cuts Shinjiro's stomach open. Oh my god, he fought back. Shinji cries out, stumbled backwards. Lisa runs forward and stabs him in the chest. Shinji clutches his wound and collapses onto the ground. He lays on the ground breathing heavily. This is how it should be. Lisa looks down at Shinji and says, I'm so sorry, Shinji, but it's the way things are. This is how it should be. Shinji is left on the floor bleeding and gasping for air. Please say it. Please say it. He looks up at Lisa and says, just do it. Just finish me off. Lisa raises her katana once more, ready to strike, but instead she sheathes the sword and says, no, this is what you get for being such a jerk. What? I mean, seriously, why did you even come here? Do you think you're going to be some big shot? Just take over the place? What a joke. Shinji glares at Lisa and says, you bitch. Lisa turns away and walks away. Yeah, whatever. Have fun with the rest of your life. Shinji lay on the ground bleeding out alone. He looks up and sees a bright light in the distance. The light begins to grow brighter and brighter until it envelopes him and everything around him. And suddenly he's not alone anymore. A group of people are standing around him, staring down at him. They all seem familiar. He can't quite put his finger on who they are. He hears Shinji's gone to heaven, bro. Shinji tries to get up, but he looks down. I'm fine. Where am I? The group of people look down at Shinji. One of them, you're dead. I'm dead? So Shinji's dead. It's the way things work around here. You died and now you're here. That's how it is. What do you mean, the way things work? And who are you people? The girl sighs and says, look, I'll try to explain as simply as possible because you seem like you're kind of slow. You died and now you're dead. As for who you are now, we're you. What? We're the same person. You and us, we're the same. All of us. Whoa, Persona 4 anime reference. I don't understand. Okay. Well, anyway, Shinji died. Shinji not only died, he actually went to heaven, which is, you can't say that about any of the other characters. This is how it should be. Interesting. Congratulations, Lisa Silverman. Good job killing Shinji. Wow. Lisa Silverman going very far in this tournament. We'll have to face either Yu Narukami or Teddie in the next round. Yu Narukami versus Teddie in the next round. Sensei, Teddie says with fear as he knows he must battle Yu. Teddie, Yu says seriously with a frown. You know why I'm here and you know what you did, Teddie says, a single tear streaming down his face, his fist shaking with rage. Yes, and I'm sorry, Yu replies, sheathing his blade and hanging his head in shame. Why'd you do it? Teddie asks, trying to hold back his sadness and anger. I just couldn't help myself, Yu replies. The opportunity was just too great. What was the opportunity, Teddie asked. To see if the bear could be the leader, Yu says, lifting his head to reveal a sinister smile. Yu is the first to swing his sword, but Teddie is faster, dodging and landing a solid kick to Yu's gut. As Yu recovers, Teddie takes the offensive, unleashing his claws. Yu's eyes widen and he parries. He ducks beneath a high claw swing, and Teddie stumbles forward as he loses his balance. Yu seizes the opportunity, slashing Teddie across his back. Teddie cries out, spinning around and swinging a claw down towards Yu's head. He ducks and slices at the suit's torso, tearing off a chunk of fabric and revealing the bear's flesh. Teddie steps back, raising his arms in a defensive stance. Yu advances, swinging his blade towards his enemy's right arm. The attack is parried, and Teddie responds by bringing a claw down onto Yu's left shoulder. Teddie follows up with a punch to the face, and Yu is knocked to the ground. He looks up and sees his opponent, clawed foot, rushing towards him. He rolls to the side, and Teddie's foot crashes down just behind him. Yu pushes himself to his feet and readies his katana, waiting for his enemy's next move. Teddie growls and suddenly rushes towards him again. Yu prepares to parry, but is surprised when Teddie ducks beneath his blade and grabs him by the collar of his shirt. Teddie lifts Yu off the ground ground, and Yu gasps as he is brought face to face with his enemy. You've got quite a fighting spirit, Yu, but I'm afraid you're no match for me. Is that so? Yes, and now it's time to put an end to this. Oh my god, is Teddie about to kill you? With that, Teddie tosses you backwards, and he lands on the ground with a thud. Yu tries to stand up, but is too exhausted. Teddie looms over him, a sinister smile on his face. It seems like I've won. Yu closes his eyes, preparing for the inevitable. Then he hears a voice. I don't think so. Yu opens his eyes and is surprised to see Yosuke, Chie, and Yukiko standing beside him. I know I said I would let you fight him alone, but we can't just stand by and let him win. Yosuke's right. We're here to support you, and that means fighting by your side. You can count on us, partner. Yu smiles and feeling the strength of his friend surging through him. The power of friendship. He stands up with sword in hand. Thanks, guys. He's going to be so overpowered with the power of friendship. The four friends charge towards Teddie, and the fight is on. The four friends close in on Teddie, who is caught off guard by their sudden attack. Yu, Yosuke, Chie, and Yukiko are all able to get in some hits. I can't allow that. Able to give him motivation. As the battle rages on, the tide begins to turn in the favor of Yu. With the slash of his sword, Yu deals a critical blow to Teddie. Teddie staggers backwards, his furry paw clutching at the wound in his chest. How could I have lost? You have defeated me, but I will always be watching over my friends. Yu raises his sword, preparing to deliver a finishing blow. This is for everything you've done. Yu brings his sword. It's so personal for no reason. Yu brings down his sword, and the battle is over. Teddie collapses, defeated. The other Persona users who had been watching the battle from afar run up to Yu, congratulating him on his victory. Great job, Yu. You did it. I'm so proud of you, partner. We killed Teddie. Thanks, guys. It means a lot to me that you are all here. Of course, partner. That's what friends are for. With Teddie defeated, Persona battle... All right, well, that's a dub for you. Very odd battle, but that is clean W. Yu Narukami might go all the way. We have On versus Yosuke. All right, so unfortunately, I scuffed the next two matches, On versus Yosuke and Haru versus Junpei. This On versus Yosuke one went by pretty fast. Yosuke jumps over On and attempts to kick her, but misses as she ducks and slashes his stomach with her whip. Yosuke falls and is quickly hit by Carmen's Aguilo, and he starts to burn. He pulls out his knife and starts to slash On's legs. On is cut multiple times and is knocked down by the pain. Yosuke jumps up, ready to land the final blow. However, Carmen suddenly casts a strong Dormina spell, and Yosuke is put to sleep. On gets up and starts to beat him, punching and kicking him multiple times. Finally, she finishes him off with a shot from her submachine gun. On Takemaki kills Yosuke Hanamura just like that, so fast. You can see my original reaction. Nice little wag. Yeah, so that was the first one that we missed. The second one was very funny. Haru versus Junpei. Let's make this quick. Junpei explains, his two-handed sword drawn, charging towards Haru with an upward strike. You got it, Haru replies. Using her battle axe to block the swing, she quickly uses her grenade launcher to blast him back, but he is quick to dodge. He jumps in the air and unleashes a flurry of slashes, forcing Haru to retreat. You can run, but you can't hide, Junpei shouts. As Haru runs, she takes a grenade from her belt, pulls the pin, and tosses it over her shoulder. The explosion sends Junpei flying back. You'll have to do better than that, Haru shouts, stopping it in her track. Looks like I deleted something because it just wasn't doing it. I don't really know. I think they formed a truce. They formed a truce. They were like, or no. I forgot. Suddenly, the ground breaks open. A large, demonic-looking creature emerges. It's a persona named Thanatos, who is under the control of an evil shadow. So during their battle, Thanatos just shows up like Teddie in Persona 4. As Junpei stands up, he charges forward. Oh, I'll show you better. Very well, then. Haru swings her axe down, clashing with his sword. They both struggle, pushing against each other with all their strength. They lock eyes. This is the end, Junpei, Haru declares. We'll see about that. The two exchange blows, the clanging of metal and explosions echoing through the arena. Their movements become faster and more erratic. Finally, Haru manages to knock Junpei off his feet, sending him rolling across the ground. Give up now, and I'll make your death swift and painless. Never, yells Junpei, standing up and rushing towards Haru. He leaps in the air and unleashes a powerful downward swing, cutting her deep. She gasps, falling to her knees. Junpei, she chokes out. This is for Mitsuru-san, Junpei declares, which doesn't make sense. He raises his sword high in the air, ready to deliver the final blow. Haru uses... Seeing myself twice is great. Haru uses her last ounce of strength to raise her... I'm sorry, my original reaction is so fucking funny. Haru uses her last ounce of strength to raise her grenade launcher, shooting him dead in center. The grenade detonates, engulfing him in flames. His body flies in the air, landing hard on the ground. June, Haru mutters, her life fading. Haru Kumura wins by KO. Well, that was unexpected. I guess we can't judge a book by its cover. So stupid. Indeed, you give me a run for my money, Junpei. Haru says her body. They both disintegrate, and I'm pretty sure Junpei goes to. They both go to heaven, I believe. Haru, in the face of defeat, comes back with the grenade launcher and her dying breath for the win. Easy dub by Haru. Only 2 more matches in this round, and then we get the semifinals. The Persona 4 antagonist versus the Persona 5 hero. Adachi versus Joker. Joker and Adachi begin fighting in the street. Joker pulls out his gun and shoots Adachi, but Adachi dodges out of the way. Adachi pulls out his revolver and shoots Joker. Joker jumps up and dodges a shot, then fires at Adachi. Adachi is hit, but he shrugs it off. Joker throws a flash bomb, temporarily blinding Adachi. Adachi shoots at Joker. Joker moves behind Adachi and strikes him with his dagger. Adachi turns and shoots at Joker, but Joker dodges. Joker stabs Adachi. Adachi fires back and hits Joker, pushing him back. Adachi pulls out a taser and aims at Joker. Joker tries to shoot Adachi, but Adachi zaps him with the taser. Joker falls over and lands on his back. Adachi laughs and puts his foot on Joker's chest. Joker grabs Adachi's legs and pushes him off. Joker gets up and tries to shoot Adachi again, but the gun is jammed. Adachi smirks and points his gun at Joker. Joker throws his gun at Adachi, and Adachi deflects it with his free hand. Oh my god. Joker runs at Adachi and tackles him. Adachi punches Joker and tries to kick him off, but Joker holds on. Joker punches Adachi, and Adachi punches him back. They're just boxing. The two struggle for a few seconds. Joker gets the upper hand and punches Adachi again. Adachi stumbles backwards and trips over the curb. Joker grabs the edge of the sidewalk and drags Adachi onto the street. Joker jumps on top of Adachi and starts punching him. Adachi tries to stop Joker, but Joker pins him down. Adachi pulls a knife from his jacket and stabs Joker. Joker yells in pain and falls off Adachi. Adachi gets up and walks towards Joker, holding the knife. Joker pulls a gun from his pocket and aims it at Adachi. Another one. Adachi is about to kill Joker, but stops when he hears the sound of a police siren. A police car pulls up, and Adachi turns and runs away. Joker lies on the ground bleeding from the stab wound. The police officer gets out of the car and runs over to Joker. Hey kid, are you okay? Joker goes and tries to get up, but he's too weak. Don't worry, son, we'll get you some help. The officer calls an ambulance. Joker's taken to the hospital and treated for his wound. Joker's lying in bed in the hospital, recovering from his injuries. He's looking out the window thinking about the fight. The door opens, the doctor comes in. You're a lucky boy, you know that? You could have been killed. Joker doesn't say anything. Anyway, your parents are on their way. You should get some rest. The doctor leaves the room and Joker closes his eyes. Just then, Adachi returns and the fight instantly resumes in the hospital room. A battle to the death. Adachi runs to the room holding a scalpel. You're not getting away from me that easy, kid. Joker rolls off the bed and tries to get up. You're gonna regret messing with me, you little shit. Adachi swings the scalpel at Joker. Joker ducks and the scalpel cuts a deep gash into his shoulder. Joker winces in pain and grabs his shoulder. You think you can hurt me, you stupid little punk? I'm gonna cut your throat open and leave you bleed out. Adachi lunges at Joker, but Joker blocks the blow with his forearm. Just give up, kid. You can't beat me. Joker pushes Adachi away and tries to run out of the room. Damn, Joker's just running away. Adachi grabs Joker by the arm and pulls him back. Don't even think about it, brat. Joker tries to pull away, but Adachi slams him against the wall. I'm gonna enjoy watching the life drain out of you, kid. Adachi grabs Joker by the neck and presses the scalpel against his throat. You're gonna die here, you hear me? You're gonna die right here in this shitty little hospital. Joker struggles against Adachi's grip, but he can't break free. Please don't. Too late, kid. Adachi tightens his grip and Joker feels the scalpel dig into his skin. Oh, I don't like you're gonna die right here and nobody's gonna save you. Nobody's gonna care. I'm sorry. Save it, brat. Apologies aren't gonna save you. Adachi's about to finish the job, but just then the doctor walks into the room. Hey, what the hell's going on in here? Adachi drops Joker and turns to face the doctor. Just trying to have a little fun with my patient, Doc. Doctor looks at the bloody scalpel and the gash on Joker's arm. Are you insane? Get the hell let him go. Adachi walks out of the room. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that doctor part. They just can't kill each other. Adachi's about to finish the job. But suddenly, a bolt of lightning comes down from the sky, hitting Adachi. Joker watches in shock as the police detective is electrocuted. No, I can't lose. Adachi falls to the ground, twitching and convulsing. Joker staggers away from him and leans against the wall, breathing. You saved me. Joker turns around and sees a girl standing in the doorway. She has blonde hair and blue eyes. She's wearing a pink sweater. I guess so, huh? Who are you? My name is Mitsuru Kirijo. You're a... I don't think I can allow this. I gotta reset it again. That's so funny though. That would happen. But yeah, no, I can't allow that. No interfering from third parties. That is a rule. I'm gonna just do it from the same spot I did before. Joker bites Adachi's hand and the scalpel clatters to the floor. Oh, you little shit! Adachi kicks Joker in the stomach and knocks the wind out of him. Joker collapses to the floor, gasping for air. Adachi kicks Joker again, and Joker coughs up blood. You're not gonna get away with this, you know. Someone's gonna come looking for you. Nobody's coming for you, kid. You're gonna die alone. Just let me go, please. Why would I do that? It's more fun watching you suffer. No, no. Face it, kid, you're gonna die. There's no way out of this. Please. You're not getting out of here alive. You're gonna die. I can't. That's right. You can't. I won't. What was that? I won't die. You're not gonna stop me, brat. You can't. I'll keep fighting until the end. There's no point in fighting, kid. You're gonna die no matter what. I won't lose. He just won't stop believing. He's believing. Joker is believing. No, stop. No, never. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. I gotta get rid of this loop. The time for talk is over. Adachi slams Joker's head against the floor. I'm sorry. What was that? I'm sorry. For what? For everything. You're pathetic, kid. You couldn't even die with a little dignity. Please. You deserve this, brat. You deserve to die alone. I'm sorry. Shut the fuck up. Adachi slams Joker's head against the floor again, harder this time. Adachi's about to kill Joker, but a sudden explosion knocks them both down. What the fuck was that? Adachi looks around and sees the windows have shattered. Shit, Joker takes the opportunity to break away from the room. Hey, get back here. Adachi runs after Joker, but another explosion knocks them both down. What is happening? Joker and Adachi are on the floor in the hospital corridor, covered in dust and what is going on? I don't know. I'm getting a lot of... Okay, I'm resetting it. I have to reset it. Holy cannoli, just fucking kill each other already. Like, what the fuck? Holding a scalpel. Joker pulls out his gun, but Adachi uses lightning magic on him, causing him to drop his gun. Adachi laughs and charges at Joker. Joker dodges and kicks Adachi in the stomach. Adachi is knocked back, but he gets up and punches Joker. Joker falls over and tries to get up, but he can't move. Adachi walks towards him, holding the scalpel. Joker looks at Adachi and smiles. What's so funny, kid? I know something you don't. Oh yeah? What's that? You're gonna lose. Joker laughs and Adachi growls. What the hell are you talking about? I know your secret, Adachi. My secret? What are you talking about? Joker struggles. Adachi kicks him. You're not a real Persona user. You're a fake. Adachi's stunned, and Joker takes advantage of the moment to punch him. Joker gets up and walks towards Adachi. I knew it. There was something off about you, but how did you find out? It was easy. You're not the only one who can use the power of Personas. I can do it too. Impossible. Don't underestimate me, Adachi. I've been studying Personas my whole life. I know more about them than I could dream of. They just can't. Okay, I gotta go back. I'm going back again before the police show up. That's really what screwed it up. Adachi's about to kill Joker. But suddenly he hears a loud roar. Joker turns around to hear a black car charging at him. He rolls out of the way and the car misses him. Adachi tries to run, but he's knocked down by the car. The driver gets out of the car, walks over to Joker. It's Shadow Akira? It's Shadow Joker. It's Shadow Joker. Shadow Joker helps Joker and hands him a gun. Okay, kill him, but kill him. Joker reluctantly raises the gun and points at Adachi. He fires and a bullet hits Adachi's forehead. Adachi dies and his body goes limp. Joker turns away and drops the gun. Good, Shadow Akira says. I have a proposition. I must know what Shadow Joker it has for Joker. What is it? I want you to join me. Join you? Yes, but why? Because I need you. Okay, whatever. That is, I can't believe the Persona 5 reference there. He never actually landed a strike, and it's relevant enough to the plot of Persona 5. And all he does is give him a gun, and then ask him to join his weird group. Let's just see what that is. Okay, yeah. All right. Oh. Joker kills Adachi. We are now at the last match of the second round. Maya Amano versus Aegis. Maya begins the match with Rakurage's spell, buffing her defense. However, Aegis immediately counters with anti-Tarakaja, nullifying Maya's boost. As they exchange, that's so Persona. As they exchange a barrage of blows, Maya attempts to strike Aegis in the back of her head, but she manages to dodge and deliver a hard kick to Maya's stomach, sending her reeling. Aegis attempts to capitalize on this, but Maya recovers faster than anticipated and grabs Aegis by her arm, pulling her closer and delivering a devastating knee to her robot stomach. Aegis falls over, gasping for robot air, but quickly recovers and launches a fireball at Maya, hitting her dead on. However, it is not enough to take her down, and Maya responds by casting a massive ice blast, freezing a stunned Aegis on the spot. Maya is about to finish her off, but Aegis shatters the ice around her, and the two clash again. Aegis lands a blow to Maya's head and follows up with a barrage of strikes and slashes. However, Maya counters with a series of punches and kicks, knocking Aegis off balance. The two continue to trade blows, neither able to gain the upper hand. In the end, Aegis' superior strength and agility allow her to wear down Maya and finally knock her unconscious. Final blow, Aegis charges up her power and fires a powerful energy blast, incinerating Maya. Victory, Aegis stands victorious, declaring, "I have defeated you. I must protect humanity." Maya's death was a gruesome one. Aegis vs. Joker is going to go so crazy. Oh my god. W Aegis. RIP Maya. I lost a lot of money on that one. All right, we're down to the quarterfinals. We only have 8 competitors left. Sumire Yoshizawa, Mitsuru Kirijo, Lisa Silverman, Yu Narukami, Anta Kemiki, Haru Okumura, Joker, and Aegis. Who's going to win? We have 2 protagonists left. You got Aegis, who I guess you could say is protagonist, An and Haru, both underdogs. Maybe Lisa Silverman, an underdog as well. Sumire and Mitsuru, though, just absolutely dominating in their matches today. So this is shaping up to be really competitive. Let's hope for the best here and see what happens. Sumire Yoshizawa versus Mitsuru Kirijo, beginning of the quarterfinals. I'll prove my strength to him. I have to protect the family legacy, they both say at the same time, I guess. My friends are counting on me to win, says Sumire. As am I, says Mitsuru. They clash swords against one another, sparks flying. Mitsuru kicks Sumire. Sumire, I don't want to disappoint them, not again. She stabs Mitsuru in the leg. Mitsuru, I will do what is necessary, including killing you. Mitsuru is canonically ruthless, so that kind of worked. She pulls herself off Sumire's sword and stabs her in the stomach. You think this will stop me? She takes her sword and stabs Mitsuru in the heart. Mitsuru Kirijo, nothing will stop you. She uses a dagger to slit Sumire's throat. Both lie there bloody but alive. Mitsuru stands up, her wounds healed. Mitsuru Kirijo, that wasn't bad. Sumire stands up, her wounds healed. Likewise, senpai, she bows. Mitsuru bows. Okay. Mitsuru Kirijo both bow and say goodbye. Mitsuru wins. We're going to restart that one. So they both killed each other. Well, let's go back to when they both killed each other and see if it just says something else. I look at Sumire, says, likewise, senpai. Both lay there bloody but alive. Let's just see what happens. Reroll that. Both pull out healing items and use them on themselves. They both stand up and begin fighting again. They fight back and forth until both are too tired to continue. Sumire, I won't give up. She uses a special move to knock down Mitsuru. Mitsuru, neither will I. She uses a special move of her own to knock down Sumire. Both get up and start fighting. Mitsuru uses all her power and skill to take down Sumire Yoshizawa. Sumire fights just as hard and just as skilled, refusing to lose. In the end, both are too injured and tired to continue and fall over exhausted. You put up a good fight. You have a lot of potential. So do you, but it wasn't enough. I'm sorry. They both pass out. When they wake up, they're both back in a waiting room, healed and ready for the next fight. Sure, I will win. This time, you won't. They fight each other until they are too tired to continue. At the same time, a new challenger has entered the arena, Shinji. Hey, ladies, I'm here to win this thing. Shinji's dead. Mitsuru and Sumire turn to see the two. Sumire is determined to win. Mitsuru is just as determined to fight to the death. In the end, they both lose. Both of them are injured and both of them die. The tournament is over. The winner is Morgana. I knew it. I knew Morgana was going to win. Mitsuru uses a powerful ice attack, freezing Sumire. Sumire breaks free. Damn it, don't underestimate me. Sumire uses a powerful psychic attack, knocking Mitsuru back. Mitsuru recovers and uses a powerful fire attack, burning Sumire. Sumire uses a powerful healing wave, healing her. Mitsuru uses a powerful physical attack, knocking her down. Sumire uses a powerful psychic attack, stunning Mitsuru. I won't let you beat me, neither will I. They continue to fight. Mitsuru eventually knocks Sumire down and pins her down. It's over. No! Sumire breaks free and knocks Mitsuru back. They both get up and begin fighting again. The battle is intense, and they fight back and forth. In the end, neither of them is able to defeat the other. Die! No! Mitsuru uses her last strength and knocks Sumire back. Now! Sumire uses her last strength and lands the final blow. No! Yes! Mitsuru collapses. Mitsuru stands up. I'm sorry. It's not your fault. No, it hasn't. They both collapse, exhausted and beaten. Their friends and allies watch and help them up. Dude, why can't they kill each other? This ends now. Yes, it does. They clash blades and a powerful shockwave goes off, throwing them both back. They both lie on the ground bloody and beaten. You were a worthy opponent, as were you. Sumire Yoshizawa dies. Mitsuru has won the round. Congratulations, Mitsuru Kirijo. That's probably the most stalemated match so far. Let's be real. Mitsuru's not even that powerful in Persona. Like, of course, you can make her as powerful as everyone else, so maybe it's fine. But in my opinion, Sumire should have went all the way. Whatever. Mitsuru takes match 1. Good job, Mitsuru. Next battle in the quarterfinals, Narukami versus Lisa Silverman. Let's get the show on the road. Yeah! Both clashing each other at the same time. Both caught each other with a combo, clashing with their swords. Both were evenly matched and parried each other's blades. The clanging was so loud and clashing so intense it started to hurt the ears. Lisa went into grapple, but Yu broke free and slashed her, causing her to stagger back. Lisa growled and summoned her persona, which was Eros. Persona! Lisa summons Eros and goes in for the kill. Eros shoots a powerful ball of light, but Yu blocks it, leaving a big scar in the ground. This gives Lisa the advantage as she rushes in to take him down. However, Yu blocks her attack and goes for a counter. She blocks and both clash again. You're quite the opponent, Yu says. It's a shame I have to do this. Do what? Lisa asked. This. Yu summons his persona Izanagi no Kami. Persona charges up and sends an almighty attack right towards Lisa. This attack was so powerful it sent her flying through a wall. When she finally landed, her clothes were shredded and her face was bloodied. She tried to get up, but her left arm was broken. No, this can't be happening. Eros disappeared as Lisa was in shock. She looked up and saw Yu still holding his sword, his face void of emotion. So savage. What are you gonna do? Finish me off? Lisa cried. Yu doesn't respond, he just stares at her. Are you enjoying this? Lisa continued. Don't you have a heart? Can't you just show some emotion? Still no response. Lisa's tears continue to flow as she tries to crawl away. She's desperate to survive, but it was no use. Yu raises his sword and struck her down. The impact made her fall and bleed out before her body disappeared in a shower of light. I'm sorry, was all Yu could say. It was now his turn to fight in the semifinals. Wow. Yu Narukami turned absolute savage in this tournament. Ruthless. I think Adachi got to him. Must be the bad ending Yu Narukami where he joined Adachi, because that is not the Yu Narukami I know. What a win for Yu Narukami. Sorry, Lisa Silverman. On Takemaki, one of the strongest performers, just like Mitsuru, just absolutely destroying everybody she comes across. Versus Haru Kumura, the grenade launcher is absolutely carrying her all the way through to the last breath. Come on, Haru. Money on Haru. You've caused a lot of suffering, said On. It's my family that's done that, said Haru. But you're right. I've turned a blind eye to misdeeds. Didn't even participate in them myself. For that, I must face judgment. Don't worry, you won't have to worry about a thing soon, said On, and then she slashed her whip. Haru blocked the whip with her axe. Haru and On clash. This is not your decision to make, said Haru, as she fired a grenade from her launcher, which exploded. On used her agility to dodge the explosion. It is now, shouted On. On fires her submachine gun, but Haru dodges the shots. I refuse to stand down. Then I'll have to force you to, declared On. Both On and Haru run towards each other. I'm so sorry, said Haru, as she threw a flash grenade, causing On to cover her eyes and stumble backwards. Carmen, cried On. Carmen appeared and used eye gun. That's so smart. Being flashed by a flash grenade and you can't see, but the only thing you can do is yell Carmen because it's your persona. That is actually genius. That's something they should do in Persona 6. Seriously, wow. Causing On to cover her eyes and stumble backwards. Carmen, cried On. Carmen appeared and used air gun. The curse attack hit Haru. Ugh! Groaned Haru as she dropped to the ground. She pulled herself up, but On struck her in the back of the head with her whip, causing her to fall back to the ground. On pointed her gun at Haru. Game over, shouted On. Not yet, said Haru. Her axe and grenade launcher disappeared. She then used her Sidon skill, hitting On and knocking her onto the ground. Haru then jumped at her and started punching her. Noir, shouted a voice. It was Joker, who came out of hiding. Joker, said Haru, smiling at the sight of her leader. Thank you for coming to save me. Sorry, but that's not going to happen, said Joker. What? Shouted Haru, shocked. You came to save her? That's right. Joker's smirking. She's a great ally and we need her for future missions. But Joker, she's the enemy, so I'm a traitor. She killed a bunch. So far, Joker hasn't done anything. He's just talking, so we'll see what happens. She killed a bunch of people in cold blood. She did do that. Yeah, she did, said Joker. But if she wins, she can help us take down Shido and save the country. So this is in the middle of P5, I guess. You can't just throw that chance away. But, said Haru, shaking. You're betraying me, aren't you, Haru? Said Joker. Joker, we need to go, shouted Panther. Right, said Joker. See you later, Noir. Wait, please, don't leave me here, Joker. Joker! That was easy, said On. Good job, said Joker. Let's get out of here. Okay, we're running it back. But that was a funny cameo by Joker, who's coming up in the next round. Yeah, just before Joker appears. Arg, shouted On. It was a shame with Kanashiro and Futaba, said Haru. The only one allowed to deal punishment is me. I'll punish anyone who dares cause my friends harm. Haru punched her repeatedly and then picked her up and slammed her into the ground. That's right, get mad, get furious, said Haru, as On was barely able to move. Haru raised her hand and created a ball of energy. So she's going Super Saiyan now. Haru created a ball of energy, You are a thorn in my side, and I will get rid of it, said Haru as the ball of energy grew. An tried to get up, but Haru's psychic force skill knocked her down. An couldn't move. Oh my god, Haru's so great. This is how a true Phantom Thief does battle, says Haru. And she shot the energy ball at An, destroying her and eliminating her from competition. I'm so sorry, Panther. As she collapsed, you can do it, Haru, said the voice of Makoto, who died in the first round. Haru going to the semifinals. Congratulations, Haru. Congratulations. It's not rigged. Final round of the quarterfinals. I really hope it doesn't end up being Joker versus you in the end. That would actually kind of be sad. RIP on to Kamiki. Aegis versus Joker. Two main characters again fighting in the quarterfinals here. Let's see who wins. Joker goes for the quick kill, going for a swift stab to the gut. However, Aegis catches his blade with her bare hand, her robot bare hands, and kicks him back, knocking him off his feet. Joker quickly recovers, using his momentum to flip himself back onto his feet, but is met with Aegis' fist, breaking his nose. Joker staggers back as Aegis shoots him several times with a pistol, but Joker deflects. He manages to get within melee range of her. He attempts to slash at her, but she ducks out of the way. Aegis then grabs his arm and twists it and kicks him in the chest, launching him across the arena. Joker stands up and charges at her once again. This time, he's able to land a hit on her, cutting her shoulder before Aegis shoots him once more. Bullet passes through his arm, disabling him slightly, but he persists, slashing at her once more. She sidesteps him and counters with a blow to the head. Joker is thrown back again, and Aegis shoots at him again. But this time, Joker is able to deflect the bullet, and the bullet ricochets and hits Aegis in the shoulder. Aegis staggers, and Joker takes the opportunity to run up at her and stab her in the abdomen. Aegis gasps and falls over. I like the idea that Aegis has normal anatomy. Joker then takes out this pistol and fires it at her. Aegis screams out in pain and then lies still. Joker sighs and puts away his pistol. He then pulls out his cell phone and calls Sei. Why? Why does he call Sei? Say, I need a cleanup crew. Aegis, however, is not done yet. She slowly gets up and charges at him, catching him off guard. What the fuck? Joker yells, and she punches him, knocking him to the ground. Aegis, please stop, he pleads. Aegis pays no heed and punches him in the face, knocking him out. She then proceeds to take his cell phone and begins calling someone. This is This is Sei Nijima. Who's this? My name is Aegis. I have just taken down your Phantom Thief, and I am ready to accept my reward. You what? I defeated him, and now I wish to collect my reward. Look, you need to understand something. The Phantom Thief is a wanted criminal, and he was just doing his job. You need to turn him in. He's dangerous. He's not dangerous. I defeated him. He's dead. Yes, but he's a wanted killer. Now look, if you're going to insist on capturing, I have a deal for you. Go on. You can have your reward, but we'll need to put him on trial. I'll firstly make sure he gets... That is acceptable. Where shall we meet? Scar pick him up. Oh my god. Okay, we gotta go back. Aegis pays no heed and punches him, knocking him out. She then proceeds to take his cell phone. It's so funny, but I'm gonna have to get rid of it. Aegis then pulls the dagger from her side and stabs it into his throat. Joker's eyes widen and then he stops breathing. Thank you, Sei-san. We'll send you our location. And with that, Joker dies. Aegis looks around and sees Sei approaching the two. It seems I'll have to take care of you now, Aegis-chan. Okay, I don't understand the Sei part at the end, but wow. Aegis with the stab to the throat to Joker for the win. Wow, there goes Joker. I knew Aegis was better Joker. It actually makes sense in canon because of the answer where you have to beat Joker with Aegis, like, in the game. So that, to me, that makes a lot of sense. Like, Aegis is better than Joker, so... There you go. What a long, arduous journey. 32 fierce competitors. Now we only have Mitsuru Kirijo from Persona 3, Narukami from Persona 4, Haru Kumura from Persona 5, and Aegis from Persona 3. These are your final four. Place your bets. Who do you guys think is going to win? Let's do it. Mitsuru Kirijo versus Narukami in the semi-final match. They clash blades. It's a close battle. Both of them are equal in strength and technique. Suddenly, Mitsuru is hit by a car and is knocked out. Oh my god. Oh, how is that even possible, bro? Mitsuru was hit by the deadliest object in the Persona series, a car. Yu takes the chance and stabs her through the heart. Winner, Yu. And just like that, congratulations, Narukami is going to the finals of the Persona tournament. Not thanks to his strength, not thanks to the wild card, not thanks to Izanami, not thanks to the power of friendship, but thanks to the thing that kills everybody's parents in the Persona series, a fucking vehicle takes out Mitsuru at the beginning of the battle for no reason. Wow. Congratulations, Narukami. I did not see that coming, never saw it coming. Oh my god. Next up, Haru Kumura versus Aegis. Aegis begins with her pistol firing at the incoming Haru. Haru deflects them all and swings her axe down. Aegis dodges the strike and kicks her axe to the side, then shoots her in the shoulder, making her stagger. Aegis continues shooting while Haru charges, but is stopped by Sayo. She falls down and Aegis jumps, stomping down on her arm. You will lose your life for what you have done to my friends. She grabs her head and Haru is hit with a one-shot kill. She struggles to get up and Aegis kicks her down. Do not worry, it will all be over soon. And she takes out her pistol and points it at her head. Please, Haru, do something. For Mitsuru, for Akihiko, for Fuka, who just isn't in this, but okay. But she's interrupted by Haru, who has smashed her axe into her stomach and kicks her off. Haru, I don't want to die. Haru grabs her axe and gets up. Aegis, you have become a threat to our mission. She fires, but Haru deflects. Your mission doesn't matter to me. Haru charges, but is shot in the leg. It does not matter what your personal reasons are. You will lose. Aegis kicks her to the ground and shoots her again, this time the other leg. Haru screams in pain, and Aegis grabs her axe and throws it away. Aegis, my duty is to eliminate all threats. She grabs Haru's face and lifts her up, only for Haru to kick her back. Aegis says, why won't you give up? Because she punches Aegis. I want to live. Haru grabs her axe and slashes at her. Aegis dodges and shoots her again, knocking her down. I'm sorry. She drops her axe and puts her hands up. You have won. I can't fight any longer. If that's true, then why did you not surrender sooner? Because I didn't want to lose. Doing a whole monologue. We got an anime monologue here. This is so different from just a car coming through. Haru looks at Aegis and smiles. I was scared and wanted to live. But I knew that if I died, then I would never get to see the things I care about again. She looks down and closes her eyes. So if you want to kill me, go ahead. I don't mind. Aegis stares at her and puts her gun down. I cannot do that. What? Why not? Because you are no threat. She reaches out her hand. Come, you must rest. Haru looks up at her and nods. She grabs out his hands. Okay, so they have to kill each other. I will stop. I surrender. Aegis, good decision. Aegis is about to execute her, but suddenly something happens. Aegis' body frees up. She collapses. Haru, what? Haru approaches her and sees her eyes are blank. Mitsuru. Haru looks over at the entrance in the arena and sees Mitsuru standing there. Good job, Haru. But you're here. Mitsuru was sent by Akihiko to ensure the elimination of a traitor. So you mean Aegis was the traitor? Mitsuru was hit by a car in the last round, so unfortunately, we're gonna have to nullify that. Is this kind of rigged if I do Aegis is about to execute her, but suddenly something happens? Haru's persona, Milady, appears behind her. Milady, you've been deceived. Milady grabs Haru and pulls her up. Milady, my wielder will not be taken so easy. Milady is talking. Slams her down and Aegis tries to shoot, blocked by a barrier. Milady, do not interfere. Milady, she sends Aegis flying and summons an Astarte. Let's show this machine what we're made of. Started using Cyanide and blast hits Aegis. She's knocked down but gets up. How could I have forgotten? Now you will see the true power of a person. Astarte casts a one-shot kill and Aegis is blasted. You will regret what you did to my friends. Astarte charges and unleashes a barrage of physical attacks. Aegis, this can't be. Now die! Haru commands Milady and the persona unleashes an almighty attack, completely obliterating Aegis. Aegis is defeated and Haru wins the battle. You'll no longer have to suffer. Milady and Astarte disappear and Haru falls to her knees. Thank you. She begins to cry and the screen fades to black. The next day, Haru is sitting at a table at a coffee shop, drinking a cup of coffee. This is the end of my journey, says Haru. That was an interesting one for sure. There was a lot going on there. A lot of, what could I say? Haru destroys Aegis. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's canon. I'm pretty sure. Congratulations, Haru Kumura. You are going to the next round, the finals against you, Narukami. Hopefully a car doesn't just show up and take him out. Jesus, what? Just so you guys know, it's been 7 hours since I started recording this video. But yeah, after all this time, finally, Haru Kumura versus Yu Narukami. The end is here, the finals. Persona user, who will win this battle to the death? Haru, the floof queen. We knew she'd be here. We knew from the moment we saw her hair. Some like to call her Ice Spice. I like to call her Floof Queen. Versus Yu Narukami, the sister complex kingpin of steel. He killed Teddie. He's on demon mode. He's been on demon mode this whole time. Thank God Mitsuru got hit by a car. Let's see who wins in this final match. Narukami is a bit faster and he lunges in first and is able to parry a swing from Haru. It appears you are no pushover. That is a compliment coming from a skilled opponent like yourself. Haru attempts to slam the blunt slide of her axe into Narukami. He dodges out of the way. I've studied the moves of many warriors and I've learned to be one step ahead of the game. That is your game plan, huh? You will not catch me off guard. She begins firing her grenade launcher at Yu. Yu caught off guard. Shit! He barely has enough time to block the attacks. Haru smirks, seeing this as an opening. Got you now, pretty boy. She tries to attack with her axe, but is stopped when her body is frozen in place. Narukami, what? A voice is heard. Question mark. You'll never catch me off guard like that. Narukami is able to catch his breath as he realizes who it is. My turn. Another you, known as Tatsuya Suo, rushes in and unleashes his persona, Apollo, a light-based attack. Dude, wait a minute. No, Tatsuya Suo died to Joker in the first round. There's no reason why he'd be here unless it's like some canonical thing. I'll be honest, I have not beat Persona 2 yet. I am doing a Let's Play of it on this channel if you want to check it out. But, dude, why is Tatsuya here? But it is knocked out of her hand. Haru, it is a shame we were forced to fight, but I'm sorry. This is my path. He swings a sword at her. Haru, her eyes are shut tight. However, the blow never lands. Haru, huh? Yoon looks and notices Haru's eyes are still closed with a faint smile on her face. Suddenly, Haru opens her eyes and delivers a powerful kick to his gut. Your path has been blocked. Yu falls to the ground groaning. Haru kneels down. I'm sorry it had to come to this. Yu's vision is fading, but he can't give up. Here, he has to make a decision. Choose your answer. A, give up. B, fight to the last breath. C, wait to see what happens. D, answer D. So his decision is to stay silent. It really is bad ending Yu Narukami. His eyes close. Haru, I understand. She walks away, picking up her axe. Rest in peace, dear stranger. She leaves the arena while the audience cheers. As Yu Narukami breathes his last breath, he wonders, did he make the right choice? Yu's eyes open again, and he is shocked to find himself still alive. I thought for sure it was over. You're lucky I was there to save your ass. The name's Yu Narukami. You're welcome. He holds up his hand and goes, Yu Narukami, how? You could say I'm your other self. Okay. My other self. Narukami's eyes widen. You have the wild card. Bingo. Listen, we don't have much time. What do you mean? I'm the part of you that refuses to give up, and that's what makes us different from everyone else. Don't let your defeat consume you. Remember, you are a fighter, and I know you'll get up and keep on fighting. You think so? I don't think so. I know so. And when you're ready, we'll take back what's ours. Narukami, let's go. That's the spirit. You're the mysterious doppelganger charged towards Haru. I'm gonna have to get rid of the doppelganger part. Bro, I thought Haru won. Hey, Haru! She turns around. Huh? It's not over yet. He slams his katana onto her grenade launcher, destroying it. My launcher! You're gonna have to face me one-on-one. If that's how you want to play, then I accept. She grabs her axe and rushes towards Narukami. Narukami and Haru begin clashing blades, both equally matched. Their swords lock against each other. That's what I thought. He breaks the lock and swings his sword, but Haru blocks the attack. You won't get through. That is where you're wrong. He kicks her, making her stagger back. This is our path. Yu charges towards Haru, ready to strike. Not if I have anything to say about it. She charges towards Yu. Time for a new plan. She quickly dodges Yu's attack and slashes his back, causing him to cry out in pain. That will teach you not to underestimate me. Narukami, huh. Suddenly a voice is heard. Narukami. Narukami. Teddie? Don't give up, Sensei. I know you can win this. Haru, huh? Remember the bonds you have forged. Bonds? Suddenly you remember something. Narukami. He sees all of the friends he has made during his adventures. Yosuke, Chie, Yukiko, Kanji, Naoto, Rise, Teddie. He stands back up. Narukami. My name is Yu Narukami, and I'm gonna show you why I'm a fighter. He charges towards Haru. She tries to strike, but Yu parries the attack. Not this time. He kicks her, sending her flying. She gets back up, but her axe is shattered. What? Now, let's end this. He points his katana at her. She runs towards you. Narukami, that's a big mistake. He swings his sword. Haru's cut in half. The crowd is stunned. Narukami, he puts away his katana. The crowd goes wild. Narukami, thank you for the support. He bows. Narukami, I couldn't have done it without you. Yu Narukami has emerged victorious, and the crowd cheers. Yu is later crowned the winner of the tournament, and everyone celebrates. As the party continues, Yu looks up at the sky. Thanks, Ted. You're welcome. Meanwhile, the other Yu Narukami sits in the crowd. I guess this is the end of our story. The other Yu nods. Yu, I'll miss you. Teddie, don't worry, Yu. We'll always be here. Wow, wow. He gestures to Yu's heart. As long as you don't forget us, we'll never leave. Right, he smiles. Narukami, I won't forget. Oh my god, Yu Narukami with the power of fucking friendship takes the W against the most dominant Haru I've ever seen. Fucking level 99 Haru Kumara. He takes out the grenade launcher early like a genius. He almost, oh my God. Haru almost had it too. Haru had it. I can't believe it. Congratulations, you Narukami, everybody. Please, huge dubs for you, Narukami. Oh my God, what an amazing tournament. If you stuck this long, I appreciate you for watching. Thank you for being here. I mean, if I were to really guess, maybe I would have said you would win it at the beginning, but wow, what an amazing tournament. I really appreciate you guys for watching. If you like this type of content, I'd love to keep trying to do stuff like this in the future with Persona. If you love Persona, subscribe, like the video. You already know, comment, really helps with everything. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great, great night.